Topic 10. A hotel. Cue card. Describe a hotel you stayed at or have seen. You should say what the name of the hotel was, where it was, what facilities it had, and explain your impressions of this hotel.
There was a very nice hotel that I used to frequent called the Victory Hotel. It was located in Tanggu, Tianjin, on the way to Teda. It was close to a market, so if you felt like making yourself something to eat instead of going to the cafeteria, then you could just take a stroll, buy what you want, and go back to your room and eat it. Each room at the hotel had a nice kitchen that contained a stove and other basic utilities needed for a homey kitchen. The hotel also had excellent swimming facilities. The swimming pool wasn't very large, but it was kept clean all year round and was heated to perfection in the winter. This was one of my favorite places in the entire hotel. The hotel also had a very good bowling alley. This was another of my favorite places to hang out. On one floor there was even a disco and a spa. This hotel had virtually everything. Although I never got a very good look at the cafeteria, I was always told that it served good food and that all of the waiters and waitresses were very kind and helpful. I personally liked this hotel and enjoyed staying there. All of the maids and cleaning staff were very cheerful, and the hotel carried an air of joy and happiness. I would recommend this hotel to everyone, even more than the Hilton or Holiday Inn.
Part 3. Tourism. 1. Is tourism an important industry in China?
In my opinion, tourism is very big in China. I believe that it is very important to the Chinese economy. If it weren't for tourism, China would have to look for other ways to bring money into the country. Tourism not only helps to bring in money, but also helps to influence and modernize China.
2. How has tourism contributed to the development of your hometown, or the place where you live now, or China?
Tourism has helped by making people more aware of the value of old buildings and famous places. Because of the attraction of these places, there is more of an effort to preserve and improve them. There is also more development to make tourists and travelers more comfortable. The hotels and hostels are improving their standards, and the restaurants are learning to cater to Westerners.
3. Has tourism had any bad effects on your hometown, or the place where you live now?
Because of the rapid development and the expansion of cities, tourism will force many people to move out of their old, lower-priced homes. These people will have to find new, often more expensive apartments and houses. This may be difficult for them, and they may not be able to afford the new housing. Also, the construction workers who build new buildings and roads will be out of work when they are completed. This will cause a rise in unemployment.
Accommodation when travelling. 4. When people are travelling away from home, what choices do they have for places to stay? What kinds of hotels does China have?
There are many very nice hotels all around China. Almost every city will have at least one of the more well-known international hotels. There are also local hotels that are cheaper and economical. Then there are hostels and dorms where you can stay for a very low price for a longer time.
5. How have hotels changed, improved in recent years, or compared to the past?
I think the standard of hotels has risen in general. The standard hotel has nicer facilities and often more options as far as rooms and prices go. They are now put in more convenient places and also well distributed around the city. Hotel service has also gotten much better, as employees are aware of how important it is to treat guests well.
6. What facilities should a good hotel have?
I think a good hotel should have everything that people need to stay for a while. It should have a restaurant or some place where the people staying there could get food easily. It should have a few places for recreation and exercise, such as a gym, swimming pool, and sports equipment room. It should also have a business center with internet access, international phone service, fax, printer, photocopier, and computer.
7. What could be done to improve the environment, e.g. the appearance, in some hotels?
The hotels should be nicely and tastefully decorated. They should have a simple, efficient layout that does not confuse the guests. The outside should be clean, and the outside appearance should match the inside decor. It also would be an improvement to make sure that there are plenty of plants and trees.
8. What kind of people, what kind of personal qualities are best suited to work in a hotel?
The most important qualities for working in a hotel are friendliness and consideration. When the staff of a hotel is friendly and considerate, the guests are well taken care of and happy. It is also important for the staff to be neat and clean. This will help them to make their work area and the hotel clean for the guests.
9. What can hotel service people, hotel employees, do to help tourists?
The most important thing is for the hotel employees to be able to understand the tourists and guests. Efforts should be made to make sure that most of the hotel personnel have at least a basic knowledge of English. It is also nice to have a few people who speak other common languages, or languages that are spoken by people who frequent the hotel. It is good to also be able to give directions to nearby tourist spots, or have a service to help tourists get to more distant ones.
Describe a hotel you stayed at or have seen. You should say what the name of the hotel was, where it was, what facilities it had, and explain your impressions of this hotel. 1. Is tourism an important industry in China? 2. How has tourism contributed to the development of your hometown, or the place where you live now, or China? 3. Has tourism had any bad effects on your hometown, or the place where you live now? 4. When people are travelling away from home, what choices do they have for places to stay? What kinds of hotels does China have? 5. How have hotels changed, improved in recent years, or compared to the past? 6. What facilities should a good hotel have? 7. What could be done to improve the environment, e.g. the appearance, in some hotels? 8. What kind of people, what kind of personal qualities are best suited to work in a hotel? 9. What can hotel service people, hotel employees, do to help tourists?